Hey, good morning, everyone. Just kind of wanted to talk for a second about lightly soiled homes. You know, most of the times, or a lot of times, customers call you because the homes are very soiled. However, as you kind of move up the ladder of clients and get better and better, higher tier clients, you're going to find their carpets aren't as dirty very often. And today, my technicians had a large commercial job, so I had all hands on deck. I sent everybody out to the commercial job, and I went ahead and knocked out a job this morning. Now, so I get to the job, and this is just a property management job where they have to have it done once a year, and it's not dirty at all. I mean, I literally did not see one spot on the carpet. But they did have a dog. The dog did move around, so I still did the basics. You know, you still want to do your pre-vacuuming. You know, you want to get if you want to get it prepped and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that. However, my point is, what do you do with those lightly soiled carpets? Are you going to bring out the big guns? Do you need to bring out a pre-spray? No. All these transitions, nothing was really soiled. Now, I'm not saying there's not soil. You can't see it to the naked eye. There might be some body oils and some dog oils and stuff like that. It might even have a little scent. Like this home had a little bit of a dog smell. Not much, but just a little bit because the dog went around. This client kept the dog clean. Okay, so the house was clean. It's lightly soiled carpet. That's the point I'm getting to. So instead of bringing out the big pre-spray and stuff like that, I'm just going to mix up something like this right here. Okay, can you see it? That's the alkaline power rinse. It's basically, people think it's just alkaline, but it's actually an alkaline neutralizing rinse. So it knocks down the pH, and it's right around 8, so it's almost completely neutral as it is. So if you're using your pre-spray, you want to use about only 6 to 8 ounces. You don't need much in your 5-gallon head pack. Okay, it only takes a little bit. It has a nice smell. It has encapsulating ability. It has basically what we call a honeysuckle smell because it's basically a essential oil. Yeah, just slipped my mind for a second there. We like to use essential oil, so it's safer. It smells fresh. The house really smells good. The carpets look great. And any little bit of rinse that's left behind, because you can't get it all out when you're cleaning, when you're doing your dry strokes. That's with anything. I don't care if you're pre-spraying, you're rinsing, no matter what. You're always going to leave a little bit of something behind. So when you do, you want something that encapsulates, and that's what this does. This will actually encapsulate. So it's an encapsulation, it's a detergent, it's a rinse, and it leaves it neutral pH balance. These carpets look brand new when I left. They look good, but they look brand new. Good morning, Yvonne. How are you doing? So that's what you want to do, is you really want to get in there and determine the soil level of the carpets to determine the amount of chemistry you're going to be using. You don't need a hammer to kill an ant. Okay? All right, you can basically press on them and they're going to die, right? Well, the same thing with this. If I get into a home and it's super filthy, then I'm going to bring out Rob's Secret Formula, or more likely some BioPro, maybe mix in some Unchained or something like that, or a little bit of Grout Master. I'm going to spray all the transition areas, in front of sofas, dens, hallways, things of that nature. And then I'm going to go ahead and run my rinse on a rat nasty house, or any home, as long as I'm running it at a very small amount. You only need about 6 to 8 ounces, like I said, and meter it about 2 to 3 gallons per hour. That's all that's needed. Okay? Now, if you get into a house and it's a Section 8 and it's just thrashed, what's up, Kevin? How you doing? If the house is completely thrashed, what's up, Ken? I'm talking about the alkaline rinse there, Ken. It's the alkaline neutralizing power rinse is what it is. And I was just basically saying, if the house is not that soiled, you don't need to overdo it. As a matter of fact, you're probably doing an injustice piling on more product than what's necessary, because you're not going to have any oils or different products or different things that are in the carpet that have to be emulsified. So you're basically just going to throw this product on there for no reason at all. So take your time, determine the soil level of each home. I like to look at it as lightly soiled, medium soiled, heavy soiled, and then Section 8 or rat nasty soiled. Okay, and then on top of it, I might have a, as terrible as this sounds, a pet toilet home, where you've got a home where there's like hundreds, at least 50 to 100 urine stains everywhere. No, I don't drink coffee, David. I sure don't, bud. It's just my natural way of doing things. I'm just a very enthusiastic, positive person, man, all the time. I just basically wake up out of bed. That's how I am. I don't know why. It's just how I've always been, all the way up to almost 60 years old. So anyway, back to the point. I digressed because of some of the comments here, and I appreciate the comments. But so you don't need a hammer to kill an ant. So if the house is very lightly soiled, you've done moved your way up the tiers, and you're getting some really good clients, just use an alkaline neutralizing rinse. That's all you need. That's the only message I wanted to bring out today. The carpets look great. More than likely, it's going to give me a 5-star review, and it really smelled good. And I think that's important. It has a nice fresh scent. It lingers for a little while, maybe a couple of hours, but it's nothing that's overpowering. So I think that's important. And I always let people know there's an essential oil. Women especially love that. So keep that in mind. You don't have to use everything in the book if you have lightly soiled carpets. Can't wait to hang with you in Clearwater again. Have a great day. Thanks, David. I'll be there. As a matter of fact, I think I'll be presenting, and we're going to have a big, huge TMF event, Dave. So I'd love to get you in on that, so stay in touch with me, okay? All right, anybody have any questions? I know it's early Saturday morning, and like I said, we had this big commercial job. I got all my technicians on it, and I decided to go out and knock out this one job that had to be done this morning, which is always great because I can try out different products, and that's what separates me from other formulators. I'm actually out there testing the product, so I know what works, what doesn't work. I know how the customer reacts. I know how clean it stays, how long it stays clean, those type of things. So those are the things that separate us from the competition. And hopefully, if you're using TMF products, that will separate you from your competition. So keep it in mind, if carpets are lightly soiled, don't overdo it. Just put just the right amount of chemistry on there that's necessary to get the job done. I'm Rob Allen with Truckmount Forums. Thanks a lot and have yourself a great day.